It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bears and the Bucs, and it's all up next.
Well, the Florida humidity certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, the vibe, a different one here in Tampa this year. This is year 1 AB after Brady. What can they do to help soften the blow?
I would say try and lean on the defense a little bit more. I think they'll play a lot better in 2023. We know how exotic they can be with how they get after the quarterback. Make sure they slow people down running the ball as well. Give this offense a chance to grow because they are under new management.
And then for the visiting Bears, they want to wipe the slate clean from 2022. Now, working in their favor, we've seen plenty of teams in the NFL make big turnarounds from year to year. What can the Bears do to just get back closer to maybe 7, 8 wins, Charles?
Well, they want to coalesce all this young talent that they're accumulating and guys that they've brought in from the outside and start to build a culture, a feeling around this team that they know they can compete week in and week out.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Tampa. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 and his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets it up past the 35. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Mayfield now. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mayfield now from the 50. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Opting to run again here with White. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
We all knew Fields was an incredible athlete coming out of college, and last season he unleashed it upon the NFL. Ran for over 1,100 yards and would have broken the quarterback single-season record if he had played the full season. He also threw 17 touchdown passes, and that's the next jump for him. More consistency as a passer.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. A toss left side for Herbert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Fields on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. This is taken around the 12. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a give up the middle. This is White. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. His throw incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Foreman diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Going right side is White, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Fields now to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again, and they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. Following the interception, Mayfield. Mike Evans, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. White. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Second down, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Chicago offense set to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A handoff for Herbert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago first down. On the option right is Fields. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Now Fields. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Two yards to go, second down. They stay on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 26 yards for the rookie Rachaad White. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
That is caught by Herbert. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. So out come the Bucs now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry.
and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and a couple. Mayfield to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man, it's Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Mooney, the motion man right. On 3rd down, Herbert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Foreman powering ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the option to give to Foreman. He'll take this to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. They run again with Foreman. Powering forward and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Handoff running left, Foreman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give to Foreman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. There's the stiff arm. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
Throw left side, taken in by Palmer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Second down and a yard.
Throwing, Mayfield.
That's again complete to Palmer.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. Able to slither by. A second fake. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
An even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Opting to run again here with White. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Mooney, the motion man right. On 2nd down, here's Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Fields on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Mayfield.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll begin by running the option. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped for the loss by Devin White.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage.
but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And taken right on the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. Mayfield to throw it. To Evans on the slant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield now. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible, the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he was actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. White running to the left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
3rd and 3. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.